Tarporley homeowners, welcome to my December Tarporley housing market update. Stay tuned to find out data which shows that prices were 29% up on last year and actually 24% down on the 2016 peak of 945,000. It is well known that the housing market has enjoyed a boom period since the start of COVID, with homes flying out in unprecedented numbers for unprecedented prices. Many properties have seen several competitive bids within days of going to market. However, since the mini budget and with recent interest rate rises and the probability of entering a period of recession, the housing market has now cooled. I'd like to bring you, Tarporley homeowners, some facts from the ground of what is happening right now and what we foresee happening in the next 12 months. So it's important to note that if you have a home to sell on one of the most desirable roads in Tarporley, then you really shouldn't worry too much. Properties on these roads are still seeing healthy levels of viewings and also several offers. However, viewing numbers are down. This is probably a combination of uncertainty and a time of year just before Christmas. Price sensitivity has returned to the market in a big way. So, since May 2020, when the government opened up the housing market, it has been possible to achieve more for your home than it was logically really worth. However, we have now returned to a market, especially going into 2023, where you must price your home correctly or you risk not selling and having to reduce the asking price. Now, this is really something that you must avoid at all costs, as it can seriously damage what you end up getting for the property. So, if you're looking to sell, be as sure as you can be that your agent has set the right price. Let's look at some data. So, in the last 12 months, in Tarporley, including a 1 mile radius, 66 properties have sold in total, according to Land Registry data. Properties in Tarporley had an overall average price of £553,458 over the last 12 months. The majority of sales in Tarporley during the last year were detached properties. Indeed, 35 detached properties sold with an average selling price of just over £720,000. Overall, sold prices for detached properties around Tarporley over the last year were 29% up on the previous year and 24% down on the 2016 peak of £945,000. That's a really interesting stat. According to Land Registry data, the most expensive detached house in Tarporley in the last 12 months has been Eaton Hill House on Eaton Hill, which sold for £2.3 million. We have agreed a sale on Newhall Farm in Spurstow, which, including some extra land, achieved nearly £1.9 million. And the lowest value detached house in Tarporley was Wheelwright Cottage on Market Court, which sold for £355,000. Now, I speak to homeowners on a daily basis, some of whom are concerned about what 2023 might bring. My advice is always the same. First, it's important to ask why you are looking to move. If you have a need to move due to personal or work or family reasons, or if that dream house has come on the market that you've always wanted to buy, then you should continue to move. Trying to time the purchase of a house in the perfect moment in a housing market cycle is, frankly, impossible. And history tells us that your home will only grow in the long term. If there is a fall in prices next year, some are predicting between 5 and 10%, depending on the value, then it's important to consider that prices in Tarporley have grown by 29% in the last 12 months alone. So it's all relative, and a long-term view is absolutely essential. If I can help answer any questions relating to the Tarporley housing market, please message me on here on Facebook or call me on 07501 723 253. My phone is always on. Thanks for watching, and please keep your eyes peeled for my January update. And of course, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.